Idioms are like equivalent to adding dash ginger to your chai. Tiny, but suddenly the whole drink will feel special. I think you will agree. So today we are going to be talking about 15 idioms that are a must for you to learn. They are lovely, they are funny, and they will for sure add a lot of elegance. And on top of everything else, these are idioms you have heard from native speakers. But on the contrary, I haven't seen any Indian or people from South Asia using them quite often. This video is an attempt to make you learn these idioms so that you start using them starting today. Alright, idioms are phrases that have special meaning and they do not mean exactly what they say. You will find out. So, these are phrases that have their own certain meanings. You do not have to take them literally, okay? You will learn, don't worry. Now, my point here is why am I stressing so much on idioms? Why they are important? Idioms turn simple sentence into colorful, confident, unforgettable messages. Speaking and using good words is like wearing good clothes. If we can dress fashionably, why to dress plain? It definitely gets the job done. You can wear simple clothes, but fashionable makes you stand out. Idioms are like fashionable clothes to your English. They are like fashion to your speech. So today I'm gonna tell you how to be fashionable with your speech. How to sound more confident, how to sound more elegant, and how to deliver exactly the way you wanted it to be. Instead of saying the test was easy, you can say the test was walk in the park. They can make picture in mind. You can imagine that walk in a park is easy. You enjoy it. So how the test was? So this paint a picture. It makes more vibrant in your communication. People tend to remember you for your words. So if you practice, I'm not saying that you get everything all at once. I know it's too much to remember. So I suggest you, if I were you, would have watched this video over and over again so that I get a hang of these 15 idioms that I'm gonna be talking about today. Really, you're gonna enjoy this video. I promise, I swear. So, if you are ready to have people think, whoa, she speaks with flair, stay tuned. First one is not my circus, not my monkeys. It means not my problem or responsibility. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Now, here, how to understand the meaning of this idiom so that you understand better. What you can do is picture an old fashioned circus full of noisy monkeys. If it isn't your circus, you don't have to control the monkeys, right? Chaos belongs to somebody else. You can step away. So, now this is what it means. By the way, I'm gonna be describing each one of these idioms so that you understand why it was made the way it is. I will be giving you one sentence for every idiom to make the usage. Here is your usage sentence. The sink is leaking in the other apartment. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Another one. She asked me to resolve her fight with her friend. I said, not my circus, not my monkeys. Oh, so they are arguing again. Sorry, not my circus, not my monkeys. Meaning clear? I'm sure it is. Second one is place someone on a pedestal. What it means is to regard someone with excessive admiration. To admire somebody so much that you think they are perfect and can do no wrong. A pedestal is a stand that lifts a statue high above the ground. When you place a person on a pedestal, you lift them up like a statue, above everybody else. So you don't notice their normal human flaws. Alright, you get the meaning? Now let's talk about some usage. Fans often place movie stars on a pedestal, think that they are just only people. If you place your partner on a pedestal, you may feel shocked when they mess up. True mentors guide, they don't place themselves on a pedestal. Now you get it, placing someone on a pedestal, it means giving them that position they probably do not deserve. They can do no harm, they can do no wrong, which is not true for human beings. And you placing, and by the way, you place only humans on pedestal. Remember that. Next one, and probably the most graphic one, the list when pigs fly. Something impossible. It will never happen. Or it's extremely unlikely. Chances are it won't ever happen. Pigs don't fly, they don't have any wings. Right? So imagining them flying is impossible. When saying that pigs fly, you are actually joking. That the event is as unlikely as a pig taking off like a bird. Right? Okay, now let's get to sentences. Sure, I'll quit eating pizzas and burgers when pigs fly. You will see me running marathon when pigs fly. Bride and groom's family will agree on everything when pigs fly. Don't expect it. He'll tidy his room when pigs fly. Here? Okay, next is chew the fat. Very interesting one. It means to chat idly, to relax, friendly chat with somebody. Now here's how this was made. Long ago, sailors and farmers would pass time by chewing tough pieces of salted fat or meat while talking. They were talking at the same time they were chewing fat or meat, whatever their food was. Now, because the chewing lasted a while, the phrase came to mean spending time just talking together, right? It took time because eating meat or eating fat is difficult. It takes time, right? Now, let's come to sentences. Grab the coffee and chew the fat about old times. Grab tea and chew the fat after work. Grandpa loves to sit on the porch and chew the fat. Neighbors. Next one. In a pickle. Now, this is one I remember Meena using on friends. Clearly remember. What a pickle. That's what she said. So, in a pickle means or something tricky or troublesome. A situation is not too favorable. Right? That is when you are in a pickle. Think of a cucumber stuck in salty sour pickle juice. There is juice and your cucumber is fit into it. That it's difficult. Remove from it. Alright, it's tight, uncomfortable, and hard to get out. When you are in a pickle, you feel caught in a problem that isn't easy to escape. Get it? Okay, now here are your sentence. In a pickle, my passport's expired. In a pickle, I lost my keys and the door is locked. He'll be in a pickle if a car runs out of gas before next station. Get your gas now. Tom was in a pickle and his phone died right before the big interview. Next one. Rest on one's laurels. Very fancy one and I would love it if you use it. On it with me right now. Rest on one's laurels. What does it mean? Here, laurel actually depicts success. Okay? By resting on one's laurels, you are telling them that they are relying on their past success. Okay? Something that they achieved in their past. What they are doing is they are stopping to work hard and they are relying on their past success. It's either they are too satisfied with what they have achieved before. Okay? We don't know. Just too satisfied. They don't want to move, they don't want to work any longer. Here's how it was made. In ancient Greece and Rome, winners, people who would win, wreaths made of laurel as a prize. If you rest on your laurels, you sit back and relax on those old victories instead of aiming for new one. Just continue to work, probably not too much as you enjoy, but just laying back, not doing anything, killing time. I don't think I would enjoy that. Even after accolades, she refused to rest on her laurels. This was a girl who had achieved in the past. She was not ready to rest on her laurels. She needed to work more, okay? Team won last year, but they can't rest on their laurels. Competition is tougher now. Great job on the exam, but don't rest on your laurels. Finals are coming. Successful companies never rest on their laurels. Some of the time, it is not used as resting, rather, not resting on the laurels. So, the next is monkey see, monkey do. Imitate without thinking. People and often children copy what they see others do without thinking much about it. They just blankly copy, blindly. Right? So, this is where you use monkey see, monkey do. Somebody just blindly copy without using their mind. Monkeys are famous for mimicking actions. It highlights quick, mindless imitations. He watches and immediately repeats. We all know that, right? Now we come to sentence. Little kids are monkey see. They do with old siblings. Yeah, they are. That's why the parent watch the elder one more closely because they know monkey see, monkey do. The younger one is going to learn from the older one. Right? Kids learn bad word fast, like monkey see, monkey do, or the same phone as his friends. Monkey see, monkey do. Be a good example at work. With new hires, it's often monkey see, monkey do. Moving to the next one, written in the stars. Now, this is one, I guess, easiest one to remember for you. Right? Written in the stars. This is sort of astrology that a lot of people believe in. Something that is destined to happen, was meant to happen. It feels like destiny. That is when you say it was written in the stars. Long ago, people thought the stars control our future. I think some people still do believe that, right? I don't know, I'm just guessing. Wondering if something is written there, it's already planned. It will surely come true. That's what people believe in. This is how this phrase came to being. The day we met felt written in the stars. He says their friendship was written in the stars. They just clicked right away. They believe their success was written in the stars from the start. Moving to the next one, steer clear. It means to avoid or stay away from something or somebody. Right? That's when you're steering clear of them. When you steer a car or a boat, turn the wheel to guide it. You steer clear, you guide yourself so you don't hit an obstacle. It's like a captain turning the ship away from the rock. When you are driving, you steer clear with your wheels, right? You wanna hit something or somebody? You are avoiding the obstacles, right? That is what steer clear means. That street is crowded at night. Let's steer clear of it. Try to steer clear of junk food. I really do. They want us to steer clear of office gossips. If you are allergic to cats, you should steer clear of a house. She has 4 cats. To keep the discussion civil, steer clear of politics. That's actually often said. Next one. A gilded cage. A gilded cage means superficial luxury. That restricts a person, right? A life that looks rich and comfortable but feels trapped. This is background of a lot of Bollywood movies. You have lots of money, you are famous, you are rich, but now you are trapped. Can't walk on the road, people know you. Can't go to your favorite restaurants anymore. Suddenly your life has changed. You are a celebrity. So that is where this phrase would come in. A gilded cage. It's shiny but a cage. Cage covered with shiny gold is what here is depicted by. Word gilded, okay? But it's still a cage, right? It may look beautiful, yet whoever is inside it can't get out. Idiom says luxury doesn't always equal freedom. So you may have luxury, you may have comfort, but you are restricted by it. You can't move out of it. That's what it means. It's a beautiful phrase actually. I think it's really possible to use it very often. I think you would come across instances where you would use it. Many celebrities lived in a gilded cage, famous but unable to walk freely on the street. Virat Kohli literally left the country because of that. She quit the high paying job because it feels like a gilded cage. The royal palace was lovely, yet the princess called it a gilded cage. Don't let comfort turn your home office to a gilded cage. Take breaks outside. Next one. Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel means to give up. When you give up or you admit that you can't continue anymore, that is when you're throwing in the towel. These instances are common in daily usage, right? This is the meaning behind this idiom. In boxing, a coach can stop fighting by literally throwing a towel into the ring. It tells the referee that my boxer can't go any longer. Okay, outside the ring, phrase now means quitting any tough task, something that you don't want to do or you have given up. It's just too tough for you, you can't continue. At the sentences, the startup almost threw in the towel, but a new investor saved them. He was about to throw in the towel on learning guitar and mastered his first song. After 5 failed attempts, she threw in the towel. She's not doing it anymore. Alright? Moving to the next one, which is music to one's ears. Music to one's ears would mean that something that is a very good news. Welcome news, words or news that make you very, very happy. Just as a favorite song sound pleasant, good news sound delightful to the listener, beautiful music playing right in their ears. Right? That is what music to my ears means. When the teacher said no homework, it was music to my ears. Hearing that grandma is feeling better was music to our ears. For a chef, Positive reviews are like music to his ears. Get it? Okay, moving to the next one. Steal someone's thunder. Steal someone's thunder means upstage another or take attention or praise away from another person. When you are stealing their thunder, what you are doing in principle is whatever they were about to say, you and they were about to do, or they were having special moment and you ruined it. By telling about your special moment, telling about something that you have achieved. That people are no more congratulating them. They are all looking at you. You do not want to be in that situation. Neither of these two situations, right? You don't want to steal somebody's thunder. Either you speak something or you act in a way, you steal their thunder. A good thing to do. Like imagine, I came first in the class and I was about to declare it. My parents and my sister comes running and she says she got a good job. Now she has stolen my thunder. Because my news is no more special anymore. Imagine someone waiting for a big moment, their loud thunder. You jump in and make a loud noise before them. Crowd looks at you instead. You have stolen their thunder. The spotlight that was meant for them is now on you. That's stealing thunder, okay? Now let's come to sentence. Nia announced her promotion on my wedding toast. Stole my thunder. Announcing your pregnancy now would steal your sister's thunder on her wedding day. So don't announce now, right? Okay? Moving to the next one. Off the wall. Off the wall is a very simple one that you can learn instantly and start using from tomorrow. Wall is something that is unusual. It's crazy, very strange and surprising, okay? I wasn't prepared. It was off the wall. Now, what you can do is just picture a ball bouncing on the wall, shoots off in an unexpected direction. You hit the ball and you are not very sure where the ball would go. When it bounces back, that is what the wall means here. Off the wall idea or action goes in a direction no one saw coming, okay? His plan to hold the meeting on roller skates is off the wall. It might be fun, you never know. He loves decorating with neon dinosaurs. Totally off the wall, yet it works. Teachers off the wall's question keep the class awake and laughing. That sci-fi plot is delightfully off the wall. I love it. You get it? Okay, moving on to the next one. In apple pie order, something that is very neat, very orderly, very perfectly neat. That is when that thing is in apple pie order. Tidy, organized, perfect, neat. Okay, think of a classic apple pie. The apples are sliced just right and placed carefully in rows, right? I love apple pies. And covered with an even crust. Because the pie looks so neat, apple pie order came to me in any place or plant that is arranged just as carefully. Mom keeps the kitchen in apple pie order. Never find a spoon out of space. Before the guest arrived, we put the living room in apple pie order. Files are in apple pie order, so you can find any document in apple pie order. Our hostess kept the cabin in apple pie order. This was all in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You know what you have to do. Alright, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.